Welcome to Manuka Natural in New Zealand. I'm Bill Gluyas, and today we're going to talk about how you can tell if you're getting pure Manuka honey. A lot of people ask us about this. How do you know what the purity of the Manuka honey is? Well, the reality is that it's probably in very few cases it's not pure at all. Honey tends to be a blend of the flowers that source the nectar that the bees collect, and bees will travel 3 to 5 miles in the search of suitable nectar to make into honey. And if you had a situation where you had some Manuka trees growing adjacent to a pasture that was in flower, the bees would probably collect both some nectar from the Manuka flowers and some from the pasture, and this could vary from 10% to 90% in either way, depending on which pollen or nectar was the easiest for the bees to collect, which ones they preferred, and that would make the final outcome of the blend of various floral sources of the honey. Secondly, sometimes people who produce Manuka honey will blend it with honey from other sources in order to achieve a higher price for their honey. Manuka honey has an established high price around the world because of the special antimicrobial properties that it produces. So there's a tendency for people to not necessarily mislabel, but to promote the Manuka content of their honey in order to achieve a high price. So generally, to get a high quality and high purity Manuka honey, you need to get into the area of active Manuka honey, and this is where the honey has been tested and certified as having a high level of antimicrobial activity above and beyond the level of antimicrobial activity that normal honey has. Now, normal honey, all honey, has enzymes in it called glucose oxidase, and when these enzymes are in contact with serum, they produce hydrogen peroxide, and that in itself is antibacterial. Manuka honey has additional properties which take it above and beyond the glucose oxidase level of antibacterial activity. And this is certified by the Active Manuka Honey Association of New Zealand, and it's very strictly controlled. The testing will show the levels of compounds, and the main one is believed to be methyl diloxyl, which leads to the very high level of antibacterial properties of Manuka honey. So if you want to buy Manuka honey with a high level of purity, you need to be getting into the certified active Manuka honey and unique Manuka factor, or UMF honey, and these range from +5 in the case of active honey through to probably 20 plus in the case of the UMF honey, and this is the most sought after honey in the world. It's also the most expensive. So and the price pretty much correlates to the degree of additional antimicrobial properties that this special honey has. Thirdly, you should be buying it from a known source, from a reputable and certified source, and as I'll come to in the next video, this is really, it means that you're going to have to buy it from New Zealand, buy it online, buy it from a reputed producer and retailer in New Zealand. You know you'll be getting the real thing.